You're listening to SMS Power Radio.
Holidays are coming. 'Tis the season. Watch out. Look around. Something's coming to town. Coming to your town. Always coming to your town. Something magic in the night. Can you see it shining bright?
G'day folks, welcome to another episode of SMS Power Radio. Today's date is the 21st of November. The current time is approximately, give or take a few minutes, 12 PM Australian Central Standard Time, 12:30 PM Australian Eastern Time, 1:30 AM GMT and 5:30 PM PST. I'm your host DJ Jacko, and if you would like any more times listed, please contact us. We have a few new methods of being contacted now here on the show. We have a new voicemail number. That number is 206-203-0869. It is a United States number, so please work out how to call the United States from your country. Normal telco charges apply for that number, and all voicemail messages left will be played at the end of the show. I believe we do have one for you today, so stick around for that. Should be exciting to hear. We also have a brand new email address. Just go down to ismspodcast@gmail.com. That's ismspodcast @gmail, which is gmail.com. I'm sure you know how to spell com. We can also be contacted via the SMS Power IRC channel, and that IRC channel is SMS Power at FNet. Now, FNet is not just spelt with an F, it is EFNet, so make sure you join up with one of their networks. Go to fnet.org and then click on the servers link for a list of servers. I get away with using irc.easynews.net. So that's a long way away from me on the other side of the world, and I never struggle to connect. Okay, so let's get on with the music for today's show. We have plenty of classics for you. Some of them you may have heard of, some of them you may not have heard of, but I believe this is a good thing. I'm always willing to expose these guys to some new music. So let's get straight into it. We're starting out today's show with two songs from the Sega Master System era. The first song is going to be a FM rendition from Alex Kidd Lost Stars. We're going to be hearing the Toy World music from that. And then we're going to be hearing from Altered Beast with the Transformed theme. I'm your host, DJ Jacko, and you're listening to SMS Power Radio. listening to SMS Power Radio. That was the Transform theme from Altered Beast you just heard, and Toy and Monster World from Alex Kidd in Lost Stars. Now we're going to be crossing to one called Platformer. We're going to be hearing The Lucky Dime Caper. That was one of my all-time favourites as a little kid. It was about the last Sega Master System game that I bought before I purchased a Mega Drive many years later. And then we're going to be hearing Micro Machines 2, the title screen theme. That song is ultra groovy. I've also got some new radio jingles for you this week, so stick out and listen to them between these songs. Also, I should give a plug to Steve, who has kindly provided web space for me to host the shows. So visit smspower1.channelwood.org/SMS Power Radio. All one word, SMS Power Radio. That's SMSPOWERRADIO. So I'll repeat that address again later on in the show. But anyway, let's get on with these two songs. We have the Pyramids theme from Donald Duck in Lucky Dime Caper, and we have the title screen from Micro Machines 2, and that's by Lyndon Sharp. Enjoy these two songs. You're listening to SMS Power Radio.
You are listening to SMS Power Radio.
there's Lyndon Sharp with the title screen theme from Micro Machines 2. Also, we heard the Pyramids theme from Lucky Dime Keeper. Also, did you check out the funky new jingles we have? You are listening to SMS Power Radio. They're actually made with an online automatic voice generator thingamabobby type thing that Rock and B used in a Saturn demo for the C4 competition last year. Check out rockandb.de for the more competition details for this year's C4 Saturn coding contest. And once again, I'll mention our voicemail number as I find it appropriate to mention it. It is 206-203-0869. It is a United States number, so please work out how to call the United States from your country. Okay, over the past week, I've had some requests to play some Phantasy Star 4 for you. That means I'll be playing two of the most unknown songs from that game. I don't care, I like them, they sound cool. So, first we're going to be hearing Tonoe Depon from Phantasy Star 4. And then after this, we're going to be hearing Sonic 3D, bit of the old Rusty Ruin zone. That's from the first zone, because in Sonic 3D, the first and second zones had different music. Of course, we're crossing to Mega Drive land now. Enough of those Sega Master System themes. I couldn't find anything else that really took my fancy this week, because I tend to make the shows when I'm in a really tired mood, thus the music is really tiring. Anyway, so yeah, now we're going to be hearing Phantasy Star 4 with Tonoe Depon and Sonic 3D Rusty Ruin Zone 1. Just remember, you are listening to SMS Power Radio, and it's the next best thing to playing your Sega. Sonic 3D with Rusty Ruin Zone 1. Sorry about the levels in those two songs, guys. They're a little louder than I expected them to be and had to do a little bit of live mixing, so you may have heard a bit of volume going up and down, left and right, panning. No, there wasn't panning. I'm not quite that I don't know, I'm not quite that adventurous. I don't think I'll do a bit of panning on a bit of live broadcasting for you guys. You'd be a little bit confused, I think. Wouldn't be a nice thing to do. So once again, I'll mention the voicemail number, 206-203-0869. That's at k7.net. You'll probably hear some funky intro thing. I can't be bothered ringing it up and changing it, so you just have to live with it. And like I said, we're going back to Phantasy Star 4 now in this block of songs. We're going to be hearing Pao Pao, which is actually a rendition of a song from Fantasy Zone. So should be interesting experience. But first, we're going to be hearing the Lemmings 2 sports theme before that. I love Lemmings 2, and I've never been able to finish it. Every time I've played it, I've always just chosen a tribe and tried to get as far as I could. Quite frankly, I can only get past like the second level of the beach tribe. From there, I'm stumped. So, yeah, it's kind of hard, but, you know, doesn't really bother me that much. I still have fun playing it to this day, and that's the main thing that counts. So, yeah, let's hear the sports theme and Pao Pao from Phantasy Star 4. And don't forget, you're listening to SMS Power Radio, and I'm playing a lot less jingles this week, so hopefully it's less annoying. I say the name often enough in the show anyway, so if you don't know the name by now, you'll never know the name. And remember, I'm your host, DJ Jacko, and once again, we can be contacted at the SMS Power IRC channel down at FNet, or I can be contacted via email, ismspodcast@gmail.com. Very easy address to remember. It in no way relates to the show, but that's because we used to run this old project called ISMS. It was an attempt at an SMS Power podcast, but the project dismally failed, so I thought, well, you know, this email address has nothing in its inbox, and I can't be bothered creating another Gmail account. So I chose the Slack option and just used that instead. And, well, a bit less server space consumed for Gmail, thus a little bit less bandwidth. Oh, yes! I'm saving them money. I'm doing them a proud service. So, yeah, hop along and send me an email. Send in your thoughts for the show. So let's get on with some Lemmings 2, the tribes, the sports theme, and then Pao Pao from Phantasy Star 4. Dun, 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 dun. You're listening to SMS Power Radio. Yeah.
SMS Power Radio, the next best thing to Sega.
What's really struck me this week? I've learned how to say arg and pew properly. It's not arg and poo, as Amanex says. It's arg and pew. So thank you for correcting me on that little matter there, Amanex. I'm sorry to everyone last week if I swore too much and said poo too much. I wasn't trying to be rude. I simply did not know the correct pronunciation for the song. Now, also this week, from a few users on the SMS Power IRC channel, I've had requests to play some Sonic Adventure music. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find Sonic Adventure 2, so instead I found Sonic Adventure 1. And someone said that they wanted to hear the music that you first hear in the game after you defeat the big blue blobby thing. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's got to be Station Square. Of course, they were talking about Sonic Adventure 2, and I was under the assumption it was Sonic Adventure 1. It's not fair. Why is life not fair? So anyway, I've got a special song for you now. This is Station Square from Sonic Adventure 1. This is from the Dreamcast game, and it was actually quite a fun game to play. The graphics are actually quite good, the music was good, and yeah, it was quite easy to beat though. That's the only thing I would give it. And I've got another cool thing. The rest of the songs from now are all live MP3 recordings. So here's a special for you on SMS Power. Here is Sonic Adventure 1 from the Dreamcast with the song Welcome to Station Square. You're listening to SMS Power Radio. Zombies might come out and eat you one day, but that's your own problem for being up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm your host, DJ Jacko. Enjoy. That song had a really happy ending to it. That was actually quite entertaining. I do enjoy that song. I don't know, I just keep listening to it because it's really good. So hopefully you like that. That was the best I could find for you for this week. But if you would like a special song requested or something from a later generation Sega game, I'm always happy to play it. I honestly don't care if it's like later console, or even Xbox or PS2 or something like that, you know, because I quite enjoy some of the music from the new like Sonic Gems collections and Sonic Mega collections and all those sort of things. So yeah, that was Welcome to Station Square from Sonic Adventure 1 for the Dreamcast. Now though, last week after the show, a few people have said, look, they'd like to hear some more music from the SMS Power music competitions. So I've actually chosen 2 songs from the competitions in 2005 and 2006. Now, the SMS Power music competitions are a real great opportunity and time for the community to join together and come out with some really top-notch stuff. Now, obviously, you go down to www.smspower.org/music/competition to check out the competition entries for the past few years' competitions, but keep an eye on the forums early January to late January or early February for the competition announcements for next year. I don't know if we're doing them next year at this stage, but I would assume that we are because they're always a good hit with the community, and I, for one, certainly have fun with them. I would like to try and finish a coding entry this year, but we're busy at the moment with Steve Book's demo for the TUM in December, so please, he needs coders for that desperately. So any experienced Z80 ASM coders, please contact Steve Book. He generally hangs out at the SMS Power IRC channel, or his username Steve SMS on the SMS Power forums. You could try PMing him there. He's also got an active topic in the development forum about it. It should be near the top, although it may need a bump, so I may go on through later today and bump that topic for you all so it's easy to see, and also just to nag Heliophobe to see how his open quote coding close quote is going. I don't think it's going too well. So anyway, back to the whole SMS Power music competition idea. I am going to be playing you 2 songs, one from the 2005 competition and one from the 2006 competition. The one from the 2005 competition didn't win the competition, but in my opinion, it was one of the better real type entries in terms of real instruments. Very smooth and quite soothing and quite calming. It's 2 guitars playing the dungeon theme from Wonder Boy 3. And yes, we're going back to Sega Master System music here, but it's been remixed. Ooh, that's special, remixed. And then from the 2006 SMS Power music competition, we're going to be hearing the winning entry of my own song. We're going to be hearing Shinobis Miracle Ball. That's from Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. That's the first level, the one that goes something like that. It's quite fast moving and quite fast paced. So hopefully you enjoy that. Once again, you're listening to SMS Power Radio, where cartridges will be jumping out of your Sega systems soon to come and eat you. So keep them safe and pack them away in their boxes where they should go. Have fun listening to these next 2 songs. I'm your host, DJ Jacko. was by the Lisbeth Akerman fan club. Now for Scott Jackson with Shinobis.
Arg. Q. Arg. Q. Arg. Q. Arg. Q. You are listening to SMS Power Radio.
Yes, today Ken has a cheeseburger because SMS Power Radio is on today. Wow, thanks guys. So who's having a cheeseburger for me today? I still want someone to own up. Who set that topic? Who set that topic on SMS Power? I don't care, but, you know, associating my show with a cheeseburger? Huh? Anyway, we had there two wonderful songs from the previous music competitions from SMS Power. We had, as I was trying to say between the two songs, Lisbeth Akerman Fan Club. They did the first song with Last Minute Dungeon, and then we had Scott Jackson, or DJ Jacko, with Shinobis Miracle. You know my real name. Oh dear, my life is ruined. No, it's okay. I don't mind. So unfortunately, it's that time again. We have indeed reached the end of another show. And, you know, I seriously do thank you for listening in. The audience has been great, and I'm sure that, you know, you've enjoyed today's show. There's been some unknown songs, and, you know, it's great to have that sort of element of mystery within a show. I believe it keeps people on their feet, and will keep you coming back wanting to hear more. As I said, you got any requests or you want to leave us a voicemail, our voicemail number is 206-203-0869. That's a United States number, so please work out how to call the United States from your country, and normal telco charges apply. And I should also mention that anything you say that you think might get you into trouble, please let me know so I don't play it. Because if I do play it and you get into trouble, I'm sorry guys, I can't take the rap for it. Otherwise, I will just end the show to avoid any other issues. Simple as that. I think you guys are all smart enough to work it out for yourselves. So, what's appropriate and what's not. Sort of the things that aren't appropriate are going on and going, "What's up? Yeah! I'm drunk. How the beep are you? And how the beep and what the beep are you doing?" Those sort of things aren't really, they're kind of not appropriate for the show. So, try and keep it like, g'day Jacko, how's things, enjoying the podcast, yada, 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 yada. And sorry if I swore too much last week, but I tend to swear when I'm either bored or just need a filler between some sentences. Anyway, just recapping the songs you've heard today, well, not the songs, the games that you've heard songs from. So if you want to go and check out these games and play them, you've heard from Alex Kidd and Lost Stars, some Altered Beast, some Donald Duck Lucky Time Caver, favourite platformer of mine, you must go out and play it. Micro Machines on the Master System, that's something I've never played, the music just sounds cool, so it's got to be good. Phantasy Star 4, I have played a little bit of it, and I must admit, it's very good. Sonic 3D, well, it's a classic. Many renditions, I still prefer the Mega Drive version myself. I've heard from Lemmings 2, that really, really hard kind of puzzle strategy game. It's a lot of fun though. Then we've heard from Phantasy Star 4 again. Yay, woot, woot, woot. Go and play Fantasy Zone, which that music was from. And then you've heard from Sonic Adventure. You must play that. That game is really good. I still have not played Sonic Adventure 2. So if anyone has sort of like a sort of special version they can lend me, that would be greatly appreciated. I think you'll know what I mean. Then you've heard some live competition songs. You've heard The Last Minute Dungeon from Wonder Boy 3 and Shinobis Miracle Ball from Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. They were both on the Sega Master System, hence the SMS Power, the Sega Master System Power music competition entries for 2005 and 2006 respectively. Just capping off those contact details once more. Voicemail number is 206-203-0869. Email address is ismspodcast@gmail.com, or you can come and contact us at the SMS Power IRC channel. That's SMS Power at the FNet network. Go to fnet.org, that's EFNET.org. Click on the servers link and find a server close to you. Then once you're connected to an IRC server, type /join, then a space, then a hash symbol, then SMS Power, one word, all lowercase, and you'll be there on the channel. So please, if you hear about the channel and you've heard about it on the show, it would be nice just to say, yes, I heard about the channel on the show, just so we can sort of get, just a general gist of if people are listening to the show outside the IRC channel. There has been a lot of community interest, which is really encouraging to see. So please keep listening in, and I hope you're enjoying it, and post your comments. Now, as I said earlier in the show, we play voicemails at the end of every show. Now, we have had one voicemail this week, which I think is so cool. This is from Ammon X, and this is what he has to say to you folks here at SMS Power Radio. Thank you for listening in. I'm your host, DJ Jacko, and hope to see you listening next week. Goodbye for now.
Hello, SMS Power. It's Ammon X here. Just wanted to say, Jacko rocks. That is all.
American breed cools it with Coca-Cola.
Yes, today's theme for the show was Coca-Cola. So,
Goodbye for now. Hope you listen into SMS Power Radio next week.
Yes, and goodbye for now. That's what the automatic computer voice said. So hope to hear from you next week. Thank you for listening in. I'm your host, DJ Jacko, and you have been listening to SMS Power Radio for the past 55 minutes.
Take your places!
having so much fun.
Working together, they get the job done.
Can we dig it? Yes. Can we build it? Yes. Can we fix it? Yes.
The builder. The builder.
All together